So, I got the chance to play through the first few hours of the upcoming Saints Row reboot, and when I tell you it feels good to be back in this world.
See, I told you I was good with these.
It feels good to be back in this world. Because you know what it is, yeah? It's the wackiness.
That was close.
It's the insane action sequences, right?
Wait, what are you doing?
Taking out the turret.
On the roof? You're out of your goddamn mind.
The memorable characters off the bat.
I am not the first person to accidentally shoot a friend by dropping a loaded... Yeah, okay, I don't need to go.
And just being able to explore this new city. And I also want to give a big thank you and shout out to Volition, Koch Media and NNESAGA for allowing me exclusive access to the new reboot of Saints Row that's coming out. I really appreciate that. It was a great opportunity and it was a great event. So thank you very much. And I'm just really excited to show you guys the experience that I had and to tell you guys about it. So let's get into it.
No rush, by the way. Take your time.
When I tell you the boss character you play as is just unhinged, right? I'm talking straight Maverick, right? Daredevil, thrill seeker to the core. It's actually crazy. Like, just to say a few things, the game has you jumping from flaming vehicle to flaming vehicle, right?
Oh, this one's burning too.
Blowing up and setting enemies on fire with just a rifle. Using cannons, miniguns, C4 explosives, and even a shipment container you just throw at enemies. I don't know why. I'm questioning it, but I love it. I love it. Because honestly, whilst I was playing the game, right, it just felt like there was no limit to the creative insanity your boss character has, right? It was just pure chaos, and I loved every moment of it.
Come out with your hands up.
Speaking of characters though, the main cast, right, the main cool members of the Saints crew, man, I love their chemistry, man. I really do. They just feel like a close, like tight-knit group of friends, from like the slight insults that they've been giving each other.
Last time we got creative, I got stabbed 3 times. It would have been 0 times if you were on time.
Their supportive, friendly advice, like they feel like a family. And there's also like discourse within the group too, right? Like things go wrong, like they make each other upset, they go through periods of time where they don't talk to each other, and then they bounce back.
I'm sorry about last night.
But of course, one of the only crew in this game, right? And I was happy that in the first few hours you kind of get to interact with every single crew that will be featured in the game. Essentially, all your opposing enemies that you're going to be trying to go against, right? And something that I especially like here, when you first meet the opposing crews, each time you meet them or meet them for the first time, they essentially teach you key mechanics within the game. So when you're fighting the Penteldos, for example, as I was talking about the flaming cars at the beginning, you're jumping literally from car to car, riding on the roof, holding on for your dear life, while you're reloading and shooting at these guys. So that within itself is a key mechanic, right? There's game modes built off that, where you have to be on top of cars, shooting out tanks and people on their own cars and blowing up their vehicles. Speaking of ramming into cars, right? I love that mechanic. That's one of my favorite ones. My aim is rubbish, yeah, whether I be driving a car or shooting. But there's basically a mechanic where you have to pick up speed, and say a cop car's coming up next to you, right? You basically have to press a button to trigger like a ramming ability, right? Going off to the side. So when this car's coming up to you, you just press that, you hit them, and it deals damage to the vehicle within itself, right? To the point where it will explode if you deal enough damage, or you can just send them off like into a river or off a cliff, right? It's great to just see that happening whilst you're driving by, and it just makes it feel like car chase sequences are just that much better, right? I don't feel like you really get that much in games. Like car sequences are kind of, you just drive and get away from them or hide. This one you can actively fight back. You don't have to hide, you can fight back and take them out. But I want to backtrack a little bit and talk about the idols, okay? So out of all the crews, the opposing crews, the idols are my favorite, and I feel like this is going to be the case for everyone, right? These lot with their futuristic utopian neon designs, right?
Or by punching everybody in the neck till they choke.
Fighting with firework rocket launchers, and I don't know what this thing is, but it hurts a lot. But at the same time, it just looks so good. So if I was gonna get taken out anyway, I'm okay with this. No, but just honestly, these guys just have such dope designs, right? And one cool thing as well is that you can pick up items from your enemies, right? So the MDI uniform, you can wear that whenever you want to wear it. And I must have picked up one of the neon masks, right, that the idols wear. And as soon as I put it on, I decided right then and there that this was gonna be a thing I do, right? I'm not too sure if you can get more of them. Most likely you can. So I'm gonna collect them all. Okay, call me Jacket, call me Ash. I'm going to get all of these neon masks because they just look so Cool. And in the same vein, one of the things that I really like is that you can change your outfit on the go. So I whipped out my phone, and obviously there's a variety of options there. You've got your missions, you've got your perks, you've got your abilities, money transfer. And when I saw that I could just change my clothes on the go, I was just really happy, because you don't want to always just drive down or have to walk to one of the various shops within the game, right? You just want to do it on the go. It just makes it easier, and you have a lot more fun with just how your character looks, right? And I also really like that too, just the fact that not all the shops are like buildings, right? There were certain shops that were literally just stores outside, and I don't know, I just feel like that added so much character to the city, to the world, right? Yeah, just set up a shop and sell some clothes, and it's just cool that that's actually a part of the game. They can just go out to these vendors and just support a small business, I guess. Talking about getting around in the city, I love the car designs, right? I just feel like they're just nice, modern, they're not too over the top, and I felt like that was, I didn't drive too much in Saint Rose 4. Obviously you've got abilities, so that was, you didn't have to, but it was still kind of nice to just jump in a car here and there. But I felt like the designs of those cars were too futuristic. Anyways, to the point, I feel like this is something that people are going to probably ask as well. How is it like driving? What does it feel like? And honestly, it feels good. It's not the most amazing driving mechanics that I've seen in the game, but it's not terrible. I feel like I saw some people saying that they feel like it was going to be bad. Honestly, it feels good. It feels nice. I'm bad at driving in games, right? But I felt pretty comfortable, even though I crashed a lot, but that just comes down to my own ability as a driver. My personal choice of vehicle, once I got access to it, was riding a bike. One nice thing to note as well, I don't know if this was just a specific thing within the mission or if this is also the case just in general, but driving the bike and ramming into stuff, I just never fell off it, which was nice because I crashed into a lot of things. So it was nice that I wasn't just getting thrown off, right? I kind of just like bobbed and had to adjust myself to get back on. Not even back on, but to get it back upright. I also wanted to talk a bit about side missions because they were really fun to do as well.
Hey, heard you got a job for me.
My crew just got pinched by the cops in Lakeshore. I need someone to take them both out before they cut deals and flip on me.
So obviously you have your main mission, which, you know, contributes to the overall story, but on the side you can do these essentially like these Tinder wanted missions, like assassinations. There's a nice little variety to them, so you kind of flick through basically like commissions of a sort for people requesting you do a job for them, and you make money off the side from that. So you can make money from the main missions, you can make money through these side missions also. But yes, that was my experience playing Saints Row for the first time, and I honestly loved it. I really never really had any concerns from the beginning. I was just kind of happy that we're getting another Saints game. It was just unexpected, right, when they announced that. I feel like overall the story just seems like they're really taking their time with it. You're really gonna have a moment to just get to know these characters, whether they're your enemies or your friends, and just the overall comedic tone of the game is just gonna make it just like a really pleasurable and entertaining experience as you play through. So I really hope you guys enjoy the game once it does come out. I'm sure you will, because again, just the first few hours I was just really enjoying myself. It's one of those ones where like time's up, you played those first few hours and you've got to go and you're like, no, I want to stay, I want to finish the game. But soon come August, right?